understanding, comprehension, right? So today we are going to focus on listening and typing. Sorry, listen and type and listen and respond. I'll be explaining about those questions, but I am telling you in advance there are some audio clips. Okay, we will be sharing those links to you guys in the chat box. You can click on them, you can listen to the recording and respond to me accordingly. Give me a thumbs up if you understand this concept where we'll be sharing the link. You can listen to the recording and you can get back to us. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead. So, first question is going to be listen and type. What does this mean? How is this going to work? This is how it's going to look. Okay. Yes, I see a thumb. Okay. Uh, okay, Arshad, let me explain this first. If you still have questions, I'll get back to you. Is that okay, Arshad? Okay, so if you look at this, this is how the question is going to look like. Here, you will be evaluated on the comprehension and conversation. Okay, comprehension is being able to comprehend or understand what is told, what is being told. Conversation is the ability to hold a conversation, right? And if you see, the question is gonna be there for 1 minute, right? So there is going to be a audio clip which will be played as shown in the picture, and you have to type the statement here. Clear? Okay, let's go ahead. So some of the key points to remember are: you have to listen to the statement clearly and you have to type. Okay, very simple, right? Now, between this question is going to repeat at least 3 to 4 times on the test. Okay, and each time you'll get 1 minute to complete it. Once you click on the orange speaker, you can replay the statement 3 times in total. So, 3 times, right? I would suggest first time you play it and try writing it. Okay. Once you are done writing it, play it the second time and check if you miss something and try to clear your mistakes if there are any. And then the third time just play it in the end to make sure that there are no mistakes left. Okay, so if we make rather than listening all the 3 times in the beginning only, if we play it once before writing, once after writing, and once after checking, that would be great. Okay, now here, there is a major focus on spelling and punctuation. Okay, as I have told you earlier, this is going to contribute to your comprehension and conversation subscores. Okay, now some of the important tips here. Okay, as I told you, there are going to be 3 times you can play, but the first time the recording is going to play automatically. Okay, but the replays you will be playing it. Okay, so as soon as the question starts the first time, the audio is going to be played automatically. Okay, now here the first time, what do you do? As I told you, as soon as you listen it, type out whatever you heard. Okay, now post that, use your replays to check your answers and fix mistakes. Okay, sentences might be a statement or a question. Okay, try to understand the tone. Okay, uh, so use question mark if it's a question, or if it's a statement use a full stop, or if it's a expression, then use an exclamation. Okay, you can use contractions such as it is, it's, you have, you have, it would, it would. So here you can use contractions only if you are comfortable. Okay, there is no compulsion that you will be scored extra if you are using this, nothing like that. Okay, cool. Clear till now, guys? Guys, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, so now let's try uh solving some questions. Okay, can you please Sanya, can you please share this link in the chat box for the students? Yeah, guys, please listen to this audio clip. Okay, listen to it only once and then try writing it. I'll give you 1 minute completely. Okay, you can write in the chat box, guys, as soon as you listen to the audio. Guys, yeah, dogs often bury bones. Uh, I want you to correct, like, the BONES without apostrophes, right? Please check that. Yeah, I see everybody writing the same thing. Okay, guys, please try using a full stop in the end. I told you punctuation is very important here, right? Okay, dogs often bury bones. I see a lot of people typing the same thing. That's great. Let's check the answer. Yes, but how? So yeah, look at this. Okay, focus on the punctuation here. Full stop one, dogs. Okay, it's plural form, and I want you to focus on this apostrophe. Cool. Let's go to the second question now. Okay, can you please share the link, Sanya? Yeah. Come on, guys. Now, while listening, try correcting your mistakes. Try focusing on punctuation. Good. Take your time. I was named after my uncle. Cool. Cool. Okay. I see. Good that you guys started focusing on full stops, punctuations. Okay. Let's check our answer then. Yeah. I was named after my uncle. Yeah. Cool. Now use this link. Third link, please, Sanya. So, guys, one thing I want you to tell is, as I told you yesterday, this test is going to be adaptive. Okay. So, if you answer the first question right, then the second question right, your third question is going to be difficult, right? Then the fourth question is going to be even more difficult. So, the difficulty in the audio clips that the examiner provides to you is also going to increase. Okay. Come on. Take your time. Okay. So here I'm confused. One says he and the other says she. Guys, listen properly. What is the correct answer? He gathered the last three matchsticks left on the floor. She gathered the last three matchsticks left on the floor. Okay. Okay. So Jagan, please be careful with the gender there. Uh yeah. Okay. Any more answers? Now let's check. Okay. Correct answer. Let's go for the next one. Yeah. Last second question, guys. Come on, try writing, guys. Hari Krishna, please check your sentence. Why do I feel it's not right? They could use their cars to have to work in the city. Jagan, you should check the sentence again. Guys, see, it's not just about what you're hearing. Try to make sure that it is also a sentence. Okay, the audio clip is going to be a perfectly English sentence, right? Yeah. See, look at the sentence given by Sandhya. No, Sandhya, make it use that cars are drive to work in the city. No, 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 no. Let's look at the answer, guys. See, they could use their cars to drive to work in the city. Okay, so here I see few people did almost right. That is Jyotika and Laya Kishore. Okay, so they could use their cars to drive to work in the city. Listen clearly. Or what? See, even when you're writing down track, you know that there is nothing called track to work in the city, right? Okay, try making the sentence work for you. It should also be meaningful. Okay, whereas Hari Krishna and Setu Sandhya, you have done similar mistakes. Okay, like make it use of a car drive to the city, or yeah, so something's wrong there. Please make sure that you first write it, then listen to the second time. Okay, last time. So last question, guys. Yeah. Guys, try writing. Come on, start sharing. Cheese makers usually cut the milk large parts. Okay. Cheese makers usually cook the milk in large pots. Okay. Ha. Hari Krishna, this is the right answer. Okay. So, guys, see, as I told you, make sure that the sentence you are writing should also be meaningful. Okay. So, Jagan, look at your sentence. Cheese makers usually cut the milk large parts. That is not meaningful, right? Okay, Laya Kishore, you're missing out on some sentences, some words in the sentence. Okay, like usually cook, the milk is lost. Okay, make sure that you are trying to complete it. Okay, let's go. See, cheesemakers usually cook the milk in large pots. Okay, see, I understand parts. Uh, you have written it because it sounds similar to pots. Okay, but whereas cook and cut is very different, and milk can't be cut, right? So when you're writing, you try to understand if the word is actually, in the sentence, is it being meaningful. Okay, make sure that the sentence is meaningful. Clear, guys? Do you think you're a little confident about this part now? You will be receiving more questions such as this in the handouts. Okay, so you understood how to make sure that the only way you can solve these kind of questions better is by solving many 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 questions like this and trying to make sure that your sentences are meaningful and exactly correct in spelling and punctuation. Okay, clear? Okay, now let's go forward. Let's go to the next question, guys. Which, okay, yeah. So the next question is, there is a new question type on Duolingo which is called as interactive listening. Okay, now how does this question type work? This is very interesting, guys, and I'll explain about it to you. Okay, so in this interactive listening, you will be participating in an academic conversation. Okay, because most of the people who are writing the Duolingo examination are writing it because they are planning to go for the masters or undergraduation abroad. Okay, so most of the conversations that they will be holding will be academic. Okay, so Duolingo wants to make sure that the student is good at academic conversations. Okay, now here, is this going to work? You will be listening and the audio will be played. You will be listening to the audio and then you will select the correct answer based on the audio played. Okay, now there are going to be 5 to 6 questions which you will be answering in 4 minutes. Okay, here the catch is, in this question type you will get to listen to the audio only once. Okay, so this is very important because you will be in the previous question type you were listening to the audio thrice. Okay, here you will be listening to the audio only once. Okay, so you should be paying complete attention of yours to the audio here. Okay, as told earlier, even as this is a listening based question, here also you will be just on comprehension and conversation scores. Okay, so initially there will be audio and then there you have to select the answer. There are going to be 5 to 6 questions, everything is clear, right? But in the last, after all the audio listening and selecting the uh, response, in the last you will be asked to write a summary based on the conversation that you had, which we will be discussing tomorrow. Okay, now let's see how this works. Some of the important tips are: always pay close attention to the relationship between the speakers. Okay, so what kind of relationship are they talking about? See, the conversation could be between your teacher and a teacher and a student, or the conversation can be between two students. Okay, so try to understand the relationship clearly, because based on the relationship, if it is a teacher and a student, then it is going to be a professional, like the conversation is going to be completely professional. If it's a student to student conversation, then it's going to be a little casual, easygoing conversation. Okay, now listen closely, as there is only one play button of the audio prompts. Okay, don't worry if you don't choose the right answer. Okay, why they are saying this? Because if you didn't choose the right answer, still here, okay, in no other place you will be having this in Duolingo. If you are choosing a wrong answer, you will be shown a right answer. Okay, by the system itself, so that you are on track with the conversation. I hope you guys understood this. Okay, guys, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, okay, now scroll up. So what happens, as soon as the audio is placed and you select an answer to it, you will be having a full flow of conversation between the academic person and you showing. So you just have to scroll up to reread the scenario. Okay, if you are if you are having any doubt regarding the scenario. Now remember the important points for the summary task. Okay, because we have this question in the last, right, where you have to write the summary. Now, some of the strategies are: always try to read the situation carefully and understand the context to eliminate the wrong options. Okay, so here, what do they mean by wrong options? There might be some distractors, like some options could be irrelevant to the topic itself. So it is very easy to eliminate wrong options by trying to understand what the scenario that is given to you. Okay. And again, pay attention to the relationship, identify distractors and eliminate them, look out for synonyms. Okay. So there could be, whatever the topic that is given to you, the scenario that is given to you, and synonyms used in the first question could be repeated. Some words used in the first conversation can be repeated with synonyms in the third question. So always try to understand the synonyms there. Okay, if you're stuck somewhere, read the previous responses in the conversation. There might be some clues in there. Okay, make sure that you answer all the questions. Guess if you need to, because even if you answer wrong, the answer and that shall help you out. Okay, clear? Now, so this is how the question is going to start. See, you will be given a scenario like this. Cool. And here will be a cute angry man picture, where he's your professor here. Okay, let's consider him as our professor here. Now this is a scenario. See, and once, so what is, they'll be, see, if you see here, they are giving a scenario, and once you click on start button, you will be given, the first question is always going to be this way. Okay, you will be asked to choose a statement. You will be asked to choose a statement to start a conversation, okay, between you and your professor or between you and your friend. Okay, so if you see the conversation, the first conversation statement that you will be starting will be almost half of your answer. It will be from your scenario itself. Okay, strategy one. Okay, we have some strategies here. Let's look into them. Make sure you read the situation carefully and understand the context to eliminate the wrong options. Okay, now the key words here are, if you look at this, you are a student in journalism class. After today's lecture on reporting, you approach your professor to ask them more about what it means to cultivate sources. Okay, so here, if you see, this is a scenario where you are a student in a journalism class and the lecture is on reporting. Okay, you are going to your professor to ask more questions about what does it mean by cultivating sources. So there are two things important here. Okay, first thing is you are a journalism class student and lecture happened on the topic reporting, and you want to know more about cultivate sources, right? So here, look at this, the keywords here are reporting and cultivating sources. We can use it to identify the correct conversations. Okay, these words or synonyms of it might keep coming in the conversation. Understood how to check this? Okay, so when you're given the scenario itself, try to understand what are the key points in it. Now, what is the strategy 2? Pay attention to the relationship between the speakers. Okay, we have discussed it earlier. Now, our strategy T is identify distractors. Okay, so what can be the distractors be? Unrelated topics. Okay, exaggerated statements. Okay, any exaggeration, answers that seem plausible but don't fit the context of the conversation. Okay, which means you feel that the answer is right, but it is not fitting in the context of the conversation. Okay, or you're, even if you feel that the conversation is, you're not being able to understand it, as long as you're trying to understand the scenario, you will be able to understand the whole conversation. If it is little confusing also, consider it as a distractor. Okay, now look out for synonyms, we have already discussed that. Okay, so see, look at this example, guys. It says developing relationships. Okay, now so it's like networking. Okay, cool. Now let's try solving one example now. Okay, so this is your scenario. You are struggling with academic writing and you want to form a study group to improve. Okay, you ask your friend about participating. So few, guys, now let's try to find the key points here. you're struggling with academic writing, you're trying to form a study group, and you're asking your friend to participate. Okay, how will you start the conversation? Come on, choose an option here. Come on, guys. See, as I told you, this particular answer is going to be mostly in the scenario itself. Yeah. Okay. Make sure clearly observe the scenario, because you will always start the conversation completely based on the scenario. More, guys. I want more people to answer. Come on. Okay. So, you people are telling four. Let's see. Hey, I'm thinking about creating a study group to help improve our academic writing. Would you be interested in joining? Okay. Okay. I see why you guys are telling four is the answer. Why not others? Okay, let's look at the first option. Hi, I enjoy discussing study strategies. Sorry, this is a distractor clearly, right? Because there's nothing about enjoying discussing. Okay. Option two, hey, I recently participated in a study group for exam preparation. Give me a second, guys. Yeah. So that is out of the topic. Now, uh, the option three says, hello, I am thinking about forming a study group to improve our presentation skills. Okay, again, presentation skills is a different topic. Okay, cool. Now, fifth question says, what's up? Have you heard about the new technique of improving reading comprehension? So, guys, did you see distractors here? Okay, so because this is little easy for the first question, but if you see every other option is having a distraction, yes or no? Type yes if you see, if you can see the distractors. Yeah, easy to solve, right? Now let's go. Okay, so now you have begun the conversation. Hey, I'm thinking about creating a study group to help improve our academic writing. Cool, good answer, guys. Now let's go forward. Can you please share the audio, Sanya? Yes. Guys, listen to the audio. Okay. And based on that audio, I want you to answer. Okay, Hare Krishna. Jyotika, Hare Krishna, I think uh, option four is right or wrong. Okay, okay. So, yeah. Uh, Hare Krishna, I think four is not right because it says I taught my students, whereas this is a conversation between two students, right? Yeah, two friends. Cool. So let's see. The audio says that that sounds like a great idea. What do you think the main focus of our study group should be? Okay. And it says, I believe we should focus on improving our thesis statements, developing well structured paragraphs, and refining our citation skills. What do you think? Okay, let's see why others are distractors. Okay, social media posts, completely no. Okay. Again, regarding presentations, no. Is it true that clear organization and coherence are essential elements? This is not according to the audio. See, guys, here, if you can see, speaker is the audio says a question, right? In the audio has a question. That sounds like a great idea. What do you think the main focus of our study group should be there? So, when the audio is a question, your answer should have, your option should have an answer, and then it can have a follow up question. Okay. If you see at option 2 and 3, they are directly questions. Okay. So, in this way, also, you can remove the distractors. Got it? Now, let's go for the next audio. Sanya, can you please share the link? Yes. Okay. Guys, just even if you focus on removing the distractors, finding answer is very easy here. Come on, Anusha. Guys, yes. Uh, I'll move to the answer soon. Come on. Okay. So let's check the answer. Yes. So the audio says those are excellent aspects to focus on. We could also work on developing our arguments and incorporating evidence more effectively. So, yes. So I'll make sure to include those points in our study group plan. Do you have any ideas for structuring our meetings? Again, distractors here are, it is talking about social media posts. Look at this. Uh, Even there is a flow for the distractors too. They were there in the previous examples also, previous questions also, and they are continuing forward. Okay, treat them as distractors only. Okay, here they're talking about emails and citation skills. See, make sure. Yeah, cool. Okay. So, guys, even this is another point how to, find the right answer is that, see, when there's a statement in the audio clip, the answer is always going to be a reaction first. That's a great suggestion, or I'll work on it, or I'll look into it. Got it? So, there's a reaction. Suppose even in the previous one, we have something like, okay, we'll look into it. But yes, okay, next question. Sanya, please share. Yes. Come on, guys. Okay. Cool. Let's check the answer. Okay. So the audio says we could start each meeting by discussing specific writing challenges we are facing, then work together on exercises and share feedback on each other's writing. Okay. So the answer is that sounds like a productive approach. I'll organize a first meeting and prepare some exercises for us to work on. Thanks for your input. Cool. Okay. So, guys, you should also focus on one more other thing is overall there are going to be 5 to 6 questions. Okay. So, the first one is going to be mostly is always about you starting the conversation, and the last fifth or sixth question is going to be winding up. The conversation is going to close. Okay. So, make sure how it works and try to end it properly. Okay. Sanya, please share the audio. Yeah. We will never be ending the conversation with another question. Okay, we'll always end the conversation with clearing all the questions in the conversation itself. Okay, good one, Hari Krishna, because I see every other option is a distractor and it's not trying to wind up, right? Come on, guys. Yes, cool. Let's check the answer. Yeah. So the speaker says, "You're welcome. I'm looking forward to our study group meetings. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need any help with planning or preparation." Okay. Thanks a lot. I'll be in touch if I have any more questions or need additional input. Cool. Good. Okay. So did you guys understand here? You were able to listen to the audio once and answer, right? So that's a great thing. And just you have to focus on the conversation that was happening and remember what happened and accordingly answer. Simple. Don't feel like you're playing an audio and listening. Think like you're having a conversation. Okay. Okay, guys. I want you to, reach out to the handouts, use the handouts, try out more questions like this. Okay. Always, you have unlimited questions in the. Yes, Hari Krishna, summarize part, we'll be doing it tomorrow because it's a writing task, right? Writing has different emphasis which we need to do, like, how to begin, how to end, everything else. I want to give you some templates and all, which we'll be doing it tomorrow to make it easier. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So please go to the Duolingo website. You can have unlimited tests there. You can also use our handouts. We have worked extra hard on our handouts to give you, a lot of preparation time. Okay. Okay, guys. Any other doubts that you want me to discuss now? If there are no doubts, I'll hand it over to our moderator, Sanya. Sanya, can you please take over?
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
let's
you, ma'am.
have score. 1 second, Sanya. Hari Krishna, punctuations do have score. Like, they are part of uh, the writing, right? You're listening and you're writing. Punctuations do have score. Spellings do have score. If starting letter should be capital, it should have a full stop or exclamation or everything. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. Okay, Sanya, please take over.
Thank you, ma'am.